Sony makes it so easy for me to never buy a PlayStation 5. I'm not sure if PlayStation intentionally wants to break the PlayStation 4, but iPhone does this all the time. When the new phone is released, they break the software for old phones. Sony said that they want to make everybody use the new console instead of the old one, but I had no idea this is how they want to do it. In case you don't already know, the new PlayStation Update 8.0 was made for people to be able to record others so PlayStation can ban them, I guess. I never use the party system because I like single player games. I only play multiplayer on my PC because on PC it's free. Yeah, whatever, I still paid for the PlayStation Network because I got it cheap and there were some games that I don't want to buy but wanted to play. I think this 1 year subscription is the last one if this is the road Sony wants to go on. So what now, Sony? Say some friends talk dirty to each other, but another player finds it offensive and wants to ban him. He uses the recording and you what? Do you ban him? They will never have access to their games ever again? What happens because there is really no information? Let's take the extremes. Let's say I say in the game the wrong pronoun and somebody finds that as offensive as racism. What now? I will be banned forever from using my account? I made some mistakes to buy games from your store because I trusted you, but what about people who have all the games they own on your store, online store? They lose everything because you try to become more politically correct? Like I already said, I never use the party system because I play multiplayer on PC and the multiplayer games I play on PlayStation is Fall Guys. That's the only one, and that's because I got it for free with my PlayStation subscription and I feel like it's a game that is supposed to be played on a console. In the update they made on the console, they didn't even mention the voice recording part, but they made a blog where they added that part. Who the fuck uses a blog? 1% of the consumers? Most of the people don't even read the news, so even less use your shitty blog. In the past I made all the updates as soon as they were available because it was usually some optimizations made, I guess, because I have to trust Sony when it says it's that. I have no idea how I can find out what exactly the update contains. What about now? This shitty update broke the PlayStation 4 for a lot of users. I will not make the update, but I'm 100% sure Sony will force me when the time comes. They will make some stuff unavailable, some games like Fall Guys may become impossible to play without the update because it uses online. This update did everything wrong. People are forced to agree to something they don't want to, an update that doesn't give us anything good. This is why we need the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 controller has a built-in microphone, so what's stopping them from abusing that? So what now? The new PlayStation 5 comes with a politically correct user agreement. If you want to use the console, you must agree to be PC all the time or you get banned. Yeah, I get it. It's not all the time, just when you play online. But today they force you to play online because that's an easy way to milk more money from the players. So I guess they want to force you to be PC all the time. Guess what? I don't pay anybody to tell me what to say or not to say. Sony, I pay you to give me good games, a good console and stable software. You give me a broken software, you try to censorship my games, and me. I will never buy games from your store anymore. I will only buy used games and even sell them again if they are not games that I love, like Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I know it's a Nintendo game, not a PlayStation game, but I really hope the Nintendo Switch 2 that will come out next year will be without these kind of issues. Because I'm starting to like Nintendo more and more, but they did some really bad stuff in the past and I really hope they will not repeat that again. Like the part with not letting you put gameplay content on the internet. Yeah, I get it. Their IP, they can do whatever they want, but it was free advertisement and it was a way for me to know what kind of games they have. And no, I didn't make YouTube, so it wasn't because I wanted to do that. I didn't even own a Nintendo, but I was interested and I wanted to see my favorite content creators do videos about that. But guess what? They couldn't because they didn't want to agree to a stupid contract. So what now? Companies want us to pay them for becoming politically correct? The new God of War will fight people who use the wrong pronouns? Uncharted 5 will be a stay-at-home dad that donates to the BLM movement. The Last of Us Part 3 will... Never mind, The Last of Us Part 2 already was a broken piece of crap. And no, not because of who died, not because of woman on steroids, not because of somebody's sexual orientation. It's because you broke a game that had potential. It's because you hire Anita Sarkeesian to work at this game, a person who doesn't care about games or storytelling, a person who just plays the victim to make money, a person who uses social issues to get overpaid jobs in a field that she clearly is not qualified for. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go back to the PlayStation. This is more than a stupid update. This is all the crap Sony made since I started supporting them 3 years ago. They broke the PlayStation 4 intentionally, or because a very stupid and overpaid person in charge decided this is a good idea. So what is it, Sony? Are you stupid? Or are you intentionally trying to break the PlayStation 4? Let's say you want to break the PlayStation 4. It's almost impossible for some people to find the PlayStation 5 available on the release date. And most of the people can't afford the new PlayStation 5, even if they sell their old console. Because, you know, it's a pandemic and stuff. Let's say a very stupid and overpaid person decided that this update was a good idea. Why is he not fired? Or at least take responsibility for the stupidity, because it's impossible for him to not know about the stability issues, and he still released the update. And he tried to hide the fact that people will be recorded without consent. And no, just adding a button with I agree, it's not giving consent. If I don't agree, I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of stuff that will become unavailable for me in the future. And what about the PlayStation 5? That will already have this kind of update, even if I don't want. So yeah, you will make it impossible for me to use it. Look, if you will break the game with new updates, how about don't make new updates? Because I want my PlayStation 4 to remain stable until I decide if and when I will buy a PlayStation 5. And I'm pretty sure it will not be this year.